All right, so it's 12 o'clock now. It looks like the water level has went up, but yeah, look, if you see February the 8th, a couple of weeks ago in the last video, I talked about it rained 2 days really hard, 2 different days, and the water level was actually higher then than it was than when I made that last video when I went out this morning. So it was 16.35. It looks like was the max there on the 9th and the 10th. And then I think we went out around this time where it was around 15, 16 feet. But now we're at 17.84. So let's drive around and see what it looks like now that it's went up, I'd say 2 or 3 feet.
You can see it's still snowing a little bit. Not as hard as it was. It actually snowed enough to cover the vehicles. And then it melted. It didn't on this one because I've been driving this one today. We'll drive through the same areas that we drove through last time and see what it looks like. When I looked on it said this morning the flood was going to flooding in around 10. And then I looked again, now it says 3, but then when I watched the news, it said the highest was going to be tomorrow, which makes sense to me. It's still snowing and raining. The highest would be tomorrow after it stops snowing and raining. All of it comes off the mountains. Where we live, you can't see them, but there are mountains around us. I mean, they're really foothills, but most people would call them mountains. All right, here we are again, just like we did in the previous video, down by the drag strip. It usually goes over the road when it floods bad, but it's coming close. That's usually a field over there. That's usually a field. It's all water. Alright, so this is the road that completely flooded in the 2011, March 1st, 2011 flood. That was like 25 something feet. But look, it's gotten a lot deeper since the last video. It's coming up to the road already. 2 or 3 more feet. It's going to be on the road. So it has went up. And I expect it, just like the news said, tomorrow it'll probably be over this road. And we'll probably be around where we was for that March 1st, 2011 flood. Look at that. It's gotten a lot worse. Alright, see that was from the video last time. It's gotten a lot worse. I'm making y'all dizzy. We're almost down where the river comes up to the road. So yeah, look at that. It's gotten deeper. Here's the river up against the road. And yeah, from the guardrail to those trees on the other side there, that's usually how wide the river is. And it's all going out in that field. Then here's where the creek and the river meet. Well, back there was. And look, it's coming close to being in the road. And it don't like 3 or 4 feet and it's going to be in the road. But yeah, that March 2021 flood, this road was covered. You couldn't drive down this road. And here's that big field. That's supposed to be a big field. Ain't nothing but water now. It's definitely went up. Just like it said online there at the front of the video. And that's usually a field. They grow Christmas trees and stuff over there. Yeah, look, that field. Look, their trailers are underwater now. It wasn't like that last time we come through here. Alright, same field, just coming back the other way. Just like we did in the last video at like 8:30 this morning. But yeah, I can't believe how bad that field's flooded. And then this field over here, it was only halfway flooded in the last video. Now it's completely flooded. But yeah, that's where they raise trees over there in that field. Over here they grow soybean usually. But yeah, it's definitely flooded. I have to stop and get some gas because if it floods Clay City out, I get stuck in my neighborhood. My neighborhood is right in the middle of all them roads that I say that flood over. The Kentucky Dragway Road floods, the road we're on now that goes up by the river, this road, if it floods, and if Clay City floods, the road that goes through there, I'm trapped in my neighborhood. I can't get out. And plus, if it floods in those areas and it gets the gas stations, then the gas ain't no good under, you know, because the gas is underground. If the water floods over top of it, it could seep down into the gas. So they usually won't, after it floods, like the March 1st, 2011 flood, they wouldn't even let you buy gas until they had the gasoline all tested and everything to make sure it didn't have any water in it, which is a good thing, because you get water in your gas and it's a nightmare. Your vehicle won't run, it's hard to get out, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, there we are. Should be all fields, going to be over the road. I bet by tonight it's in this road. This road all the way that goes from Clay City to Stanton, Kentucky. Clay City, Kentucky to Stanton, Kentucky. I bet this road is going to be flooded over by tonight. If not, by lunch tomorrow. I bet, because like I said, it's still snowing and still raining. There's that. See this? It'll be flooded right here for sure pretty soon. Where that is, these houses over here, they're almost flooded. Yeah, right over here. Let's see. Not too far coming in that guy's house. That brown house we just saw there. And see these fields, that March 1st, 2011, 2022. What year was I? I'm out drawing a blank now. But yeah, these fields usually flood in this road. This road floods, and my neighborhood is right at the end of this road. Right at the end of this road. March 1st, 2022 flood. 2022, or was it 2021? I can't remember, one of those. I put it in the last video. But yeah. Yeah, the fields are getting flooded. It's getting up close to the road. Here, this road will be flooded pretty soon. See, when this road floods, there's the drag strip, and there's the road we was on a while ago. And then when this road here floods up towards Clay City, I get stuck in my neighborhood. I live in that neighborhood right there. I actually live right down this road, right there. I live 2 blocks down that road right there. And the water, last time, the 2021 flood, March 1st, it got all the way up. It flooded all these houses. My house just happened to be a little bit higher than the rest of them, the land. But it like 1 inch of coming into my house. And this was all flooded. And it was up over the road. It was in the gas station. So yeah, look, it's gotten deeper. Definitely gotten deeper. That field wasn't flooded last time we drove by here, and it is now. But that field was. That water wasn't up that high last time we drove around at 8:30. Wow, this is where that truck crossed at before. Look at it now. You definitely ain't driving through there now. Definitely not driving through there now. Yeah, look at that. Remember that truck drove through there in the last video. You ain't driving through there now. The funny thing about it is the bridge where the river actually is doesn't get flooded. It floods these fields, and then where the road's low, it goes over the road. But yeah, that's crazy. Let's go look at the park. The March 1st, 2021 flood, yeah, I believe it was. It went all the way across this street, all the way back over. Remember, you can go across, well, like we did at the last video, and we drove across from the park. All this was flooded. All this was underwater. All of it. From the river over there. The river goes up and it loops around, and then it comes back down over here, and it was flooded all the way across. Everything you see here was underwater. Everything. But here's the park. This white car is coming out of the park. Let's drive down here, and we'll look at. I know Clay City's not underwater yet. Up there where I call town. This is all Clay City, but where I call town is up by where the gas stations is. I don't know why. But yeah, look, the complete park is underwater now. Look, you can't even drive down in there where we drove before. Yeah, can't even drive down in there no more. They've got it all barriered off. everybody's driving around wanting to look at it. But yeah, look at that. It's all completely underwater now. I've actually seen it that high before. Like I said, I've lived here since 2018, I believe. It's flooded like this 4 or 5 times since then, but that March 1st, 2021 flood was by far the worst. And this one might do the same thing. We don't know yet, because it all ain't come off the mountains yet. When it all comes off the mountains, this could all flood out, because like I said, the river's over there. It goes all the way up into what I call town. The gas stations, Shell Food Mart and 82 and the food marts up there, and the Dollar General and Family Dollar. It goes all the way up and it comes back around and goes over there, comes down over there, and then by the drag strip. And all this flooded in at that March 1st, 2021 flood. But yeah, I'll try to get another video before it gets dark tonight, if the roads are passable, and then tomorrow around lunch I'll get another video, because I think that's when it's going to be the highest. Is going to be tomorrow around lunchtime. If the roads are passable. It's still steadily going up, no doubt about it. I don't know what it's supposed to be the highest at, or its crest point, or however they call that, but I'll keep it up. I'll keep y'all updated. If it wasn't raining and the wind wasn't blowing, I'd put the drone up, but my drone's kind of cheap. If the wind's blowing any hard, see the flags over there? Yeah, my phone don't. The wind will carry my drone away. The wind's blowing kind of hard. But that's part 2. Y'all stay tuned for part 3. Oh, look. Where we went down in the last video, they blocked it off too. So all the places we really looked at last time, they've pretty much blocked off now.